Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Thunderstruck. Their sudden revelations about you and your connection with them, okay? We're going to go ahead and get into all the piles today, and we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, which is the purple tea light, pile number 2, which is the green tea light, and pile number 3, which is the white tea light. So take a deep breath, anchor into your body, close your eyes, let your shoulders relax. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and choose what color is drawing you in today. Is it purple? Is it green? Is it white? What are you feeling today? Okay. And I hope everybody is, just letting the waves of that eclipse kind of wash over them into kind of calmness and peace and kindness, generosity, just staying in your own energy, valuing your peace over anything else, talking to the people that support you and care about you, coming to this channel for this reading. Thank you for being here, everybody. And drop me a comment below and let me know how that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio was for you, okay? And we're still in the energy right now because eclipses are 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. So, we're still feeling the the waves lap against the shore, that type of thing, but we're getting there. We're getting there, everybody. And we're going to go ahead and get into your reading today. I'm just going to put a little Florida water on my hands here. And a couple quick announcements for those of you that would like a personal reading with me. There's details below with how to request one. For those of you that would like to check out my 18+ readings on OnlyFans, you can certainly find me there, and there's a link below there. If you'd like to follow me on social media, Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do so are below. I tend to put more personal things on Instagram, and I do more readings on TikTok, okay? So that's kind of what I got going on there. And I also have another YouTube channel called Light of Ascension Tarot, which are a little bit different readings than the readings I have here. They're more focused on instead of you and the people around you, they're more just kind of focused on you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. And just take a quick drink of water. Let's go ahead and do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple tea light, and today's reading is called Thunderstruck, Their Sudden Revelations About You and the Connection, okay? So we're going to go ahead and check it out. I just got this new deck called Magic Seer, and it is a borderless, Rider-Waite deck here, okay? And I'm excited to read with it. You guys are the first pile on my channel that I'm reading for with this new deck, so yay! You get a fresh new deck, pile number 1, a fresh new look and a fresh new deck. So let's go ahead and tap into the energy. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 1s who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium and the channel between yourself and pile number 1. Thank you, Spirit. And we're going to go ahead. Okay, so Spirit is telling me red raspberry. They're also telling me something lime. Sucking on a lime, or a lime popsicle, or that type of thing, or some type of a lime drink. Maybe it's limonade. They have lemonade, but it's limonade. Or maybe a really cool cocktail that has lime in it would be nice. Pile number 1 for those of you that like to partake. I'm also getting, like I said, red raspberry. So a red raspberry flavoring, or maybe you've had raspberries lately, but that's nice. I feel refreshed with those references. Pile number 1 for you. Okay, Spirit is also showing me Gemini and Aquarius. Pile number 1. We'll see what other signs come up. Spirit is also showing me Neptune and a symbol for Neptune, and also showing me Triton is telling me Triton, King Triton or Triton. For those of you that know that mythology, wasn't King Triton the king of in the Little Mermaid? Wasn't that the Little Mermaid's father? I don't know. Pile number one, you tell me. Let's see what else for gorgeous, beautiful. Pile number one, please. Yeah, I just heard, you know, pile number ones are like the mermaids with the seashells in your hair. Pile number one are the mermans, all right? And let's see what else. Anything else? Spirit is talking to me about an ice cube. An ice cube, or maybe some of you have been chewing on ice, or you've been sucking on ice cubes, or you're making a new tray of ice, or you just need to put something on ice for now. Maybe you need to ice something on you, you know? Like I love the whole idea of like icing, you know, when we have like a scratch or we have a pain or something, that whole idea of like icing it and kind of making it feel better. All right, pile number one. Okay, Spirit's also showing me like an ace bandage, and it's showing me someone whose ankle is swollen a little bit, or maybe someone who hurt their ankle. So maybe you have like a child or a friend or a family or a relative, or you yourself, something with little injury there with the ankle, or I'm looking at something with the ankles. All right, not saying anything's gonna go wrong if it hasn't, pile number one, but you know, for those of you that are just kind of have some little cuts or bruises or scratches, just acknowledging that. All right, pile number one. Spirit's also showing me Cancer. So our Cancer season, particularly for you guys. So let's hop into the reading now. And there's the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. So talk about a revelation. And because it's the Hangman, I feel like it's a revelation that has been a long time coming. But when it hits you like, you know, like a wave, okay? So let's go ahead and find out their sudden revelations about you. We have, okay, and Spirit's already giving me the C names like Chris or Christine, Christina. There's the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, how lovely. And the Fool, wow. Okay, I mean, this is nice. I feel this person realizing, you know, what a caring person you are, what a dedicated person you are, and this person feeling like it's a new chapter, right? And if we play our cards right, you know, we can find our way back into each other's arms, or we can make this right, or we can come to some type of an agreement. And you know, I also feel like there's a sudden revelation about what's going to make you happy, right? And with the Nine of Cups here, and the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles are kind of different. You know what I'm saying? So this person either realizing that you're at a different place in your life, and that, you know, you've matured or grown up about this, and that you're moving into like a much happier space, okay? Or them also realizing that, you know, yes, you are this, you know, carefree, free-spirited type of person, but you're also like very dedicated and loving, and you care about other people's happiness, and the effort that you put into something actually means something, okay? And I feel like they're kind of like the Fool looking at you, the Queen of Pentacles, and sort of seeing you with new eyes, okay? And the Fool is straight up air energy in the tarot. It represents the element of air. So it's like, wow, you know, and I talked about the Gemini and the Aquarius vibes at the very beginning. The Queen of Pentacles in the tarot is Capricorn. So it's like, they're seeing you in a new light, I feel like, pile number one, and realizing that, you know, actually you are very caring and loving, and that there's not, I don't feel like there's really a mean bone in your body, pile number one, okay? Like, I feel you guys are, I mean, maybe sometimes we all can be careless or mean or whatever at times, but I feel like they're seeing your true intentions, and they're like, damn, you know, pile number one really is working on what is gonna make them happy, okay? And pile number one is very good. Pile number one can instinctively knows what I need and what's gonna make me happy, is what I feel like your person is saying. Pile number one knows what I need instinctively. The Fool knows how to take care of me and know what makes me happy, okay? And I feel like they're seeing you in a new light. and they're seeing you like it's benevolent or nurturing, caring, sympathetic, okay? And maybe you're like, I'm like that all the time, all right? But I think for if you have had your back to them or you haven't been around them much recently, I do feel like they're missing that, pile number one, and they're kind of like seeing you in a new light. You know, and for some of you here, this person could be wondering, like, you know, thinking that you're better off or you're happy without them, or maybe you have felt that way, pile number one. But let's go ahead and see. I also feel like this person is wondering what you're up to as well. Like they're curious about you and they're wondering what you're up to, and like maybe if you've been better off or happier without them in some cases. All right, that's not going to resonate for everyone, but it's like, damn, you know, pile number one, really. You know, I feel like what they're saying too, the Queen of Pentacles is very organized and knows how to, you know, handle herself in situations. And, you know, I think they're seeing like that commitment or that loyalty or that ability to organize. And maybe this person isn't very organized and they're not very together half the time, or they're kind of living life out on a limb, which is fine. Some people like to live that way and be a little reckless, but everybody wants to have that dedicated person that they can come home to that really cares about their happiness, okay? And so I do think they're coming up to a realization about that, okay? And the Fool is definitely like that sudden revelation of like, wow, you know, pile number one really does care for me, and pile number one really has tried to make me happy, or has done a lot, or has made certain efforts, okay? We have here hunger. Ooh, I like that, coming out on the underneath the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cock. I'm just kidding. The Nine of Cuck. Pile number one, just kidding. But anyway, the Nine of Cups and hunger, it's like, yeah, you know, hungry for your affection, for your love, you know, wondering what you're up to, if you're busy, if you still, you know, hungry for that love and attention from you. I feel like we have balance here, okay? I think they're starting to realize that maybe some of you have had to put some boundaries, or you've kind of had to focus on yourself and your own life and your own priorities and the things that you want in your own life. Here with the Queen of Pentacles and balance, and this person realizing that they're really still hungry for this Nine of Cups with you, like this lighthearted, happy-go-lucky, fun, you know, putting a smile on your face, getting you really satisfied. It's like, I feel like this Fool is saying, like, I want to satisfy you. But at the same time, maybe some of you have started to kind of pull back your energy and balance, even if it made you a little bit sad to have to do that. Like you've had to moderate your energy and pull yourself back a little bit, because the Queen of Pentacles isn't living on the edge, all right, like the Fool is, all right? So they're realizing you're in a different place, I feel like, than you were before, pile number one, okay? We have claim, make it official, and level up. Yeah, so this Fool is, you know, like, hey, you know, and I feel like you and this person may balance each other out a lot. Like someone's more like reckless, or somebody's more like youthful, or somebody's more like living their life in an eternal summer. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy, like the prodigal son or the prodigal daughter, or they're just living their life in a way that is not necessarily the way you're living your life, pile number one. It's straight up 1 o'clock right now in your reading, and it's like, yeah, okay, like, you know, pile number one does have those abilities to balance my life out, and I'm hungry for that. I'm hungry for someone in my life who can help me like feel more at home and feel more balanced, and I'm hungry for happiness here with this hunger card. And you know, here's the spaghetti too here. So it's like actual food. It's like, I'm hungry. Maybe I was talking about lime and raspberries and all kinds of stuff. Maybe some of you are good at like making things, or, you know, planning things like that. And maybe some of you are like good around the home as well. And it's like, hey, you know, but it's also, I feel like this person is saying, you know, I'm hungry for a sense of stability and a sense of like, you know, sexually hungry here too, with the 9 of Cups and hunger. All right. Hungry for a little bit of your attention, I feel like too, you know, like I should make it official. Pile number 1 is valuable. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the King of Swords here. And I mentioned air energy earlier, and I mentioned Gemini and Aquarius, and the King of Swords in the tarot is definitely a Gemini, okay? All the kings are associated with mutable energy. So mutable air is going to be the King of Swords and in Gemini. Yeah, interesting. So it's like I didn't really appreciate what I had when it was in front of me. I didn't really like, you know, I wasn't really like paying you enough attention. I wasn't really keyed in to what you want or what you needed. And I see the purple. This King of Swords is wearing this purple here, and we have the purple tea light. So that's interesting. But it's like, you know, I didn't really like appreciate what I had when it was in front of me. And I just kind of maybe acting like someone didn't care, or just acting like I don't have the time, or I'm too busy. Okay, and maybe you guys were making yourself kind of available for this person with the Queen of Pentacles, and now you've decided to kind of balance out your time and maybe not spend as much time with this person, or just kind of, you know, work on your projects or the things that you want to do. All right, and this person, you know, like they're just wondering, like, you know, what do you think about me now? And you know, what's your opinion of me now, is what I feel like. And I feel like with this King of Swords and the Fool, it's like they want to do something or say something, but they're a little bit stuck in their head here and wondering, you know, what it is that they should do. And I just have to say, for some of you here, this may only resonate for one person. If you were with someone that dumped you, or cheated on you, or dumped you, or whatever, even just dumped you for someone younger, or for someone like, you know, maybe you'd been with this person for a while, or and they, you know, whatever, run off with someone else who was younger, or blah, blah, blah. I feel like this person is doing a 180 with the Fool here, and they're like, oh shit, you know, because I feel like if they went down that path, it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? And now it's like they're like tap, tap on your shoulder here. This Fool is trying to tap, tap the Queen of Pentacles. All right. And because it's like, I fucked up is what I feel. We have the 6 of Wands. Wow. Look at you guys. You guys are like, I am the winner. Okay. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip hop hooray, ho, ho. Pile number 1, I like it, okay? And you're like, I knew it all along. And I feel like, you know, this is truly like the rock star card, like the 6 of Wands. It's like all eyes on me. Do you guys remember that Tupac album, All Eyes on Me, back in the day? But anyway, it just reminds me of that, like the 6 of Wands. And you know, and I feel like your guys' internal fire is, you know, because you put some space and balance on this, I feel like you guys are thriving. You're looking good. You know, your energy with the 9 of Cups is coming across as very, very good. Okay. And this person really thinking about the happiness and the fun and everything that you two had. Okay. And I do feel like this person knows that, you know, once you put yourself out there, that people are going to notice you, pile number 1, okay? Because you're not a wallflower, and you're attractive, and you do good, you do well with people, projects, places, and things. So you're not going to just, like with the 9 of Cups, you're not, you know, you're at some point here, there's a balance coming. And I feel like even for you guys, a hunger to kind of get out and have some fun and be your beautiful selves, okay? We have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Yeah, baby, wax on, wax off over here on pile number 1. This fool's like, I'd like to wax you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the energy is gaining momentum. And I feel like the energy is gaining momentum for you, pile number 1. And for those of you that have been trying to date and you've just been finding, you know, Peter Pans everywhere or plain Janes everywhere and you're just not into it, okay? Or you felt like a plain Jane because of the way someone was acting, etc., or a plain Joe or a plain Jane. I feel like get ready to kind of like, and I do feel you guys are hungry for happiness and for the spotlight, and you deserve it. Pile number 1, you've been working hard for that with the Queen of Pentacles, and Spirit is just saying, I love the purple mountains here and the purple tea lights. The purple mountains majesty, right? Under a fruited plain. It's America, right? America, America, God shed his grace on me, right? Anyway, purple mountains majesty. So the energy is gaining momentum for you, pile number 1. And I feel like this person, you know, once they get a whiff of your energy and how things have changed and also just how you're acting in the world, they're going to be like, damn, you know, maybe some of you thought this person thought you were boring, or they thought that you like, you know, weren't fun or exciting. But with the 6 of Wands and hunger, I feel like this person's like, you know, oh my love, oh my darling, I hunger for your touch, that type of thing. Pile number 1. We have Sacred Journey and card 26 here. So truly for you guys, the energy is gaining momentum. And, you know, the Fool does represent a sacred journey. And, you know, you guys also have the Fool card within you, and your energy is gaining momentum, and your happiness, and you being in the spotlight, and you getting the well-deserved rewards that you've been working so hard for. So this is a very sacred journey for you too. And I mean, if we don't treat people like, you know, in our lives, like they're important, or that we, you know, will show up for them or be there for them, etc., people start to like lose interest and move on. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you know, with this sacred journey and this Fool, it's like, I want to be a part of your journey is what I feel like this person is saying. We have eclipse in Taurus. Wow, we just had a solar eclipse in Taurus. And it was on April 30th, right before Beltane, and it was a powerful one. It was a new moon solar eclipse in Taurus, and we just had a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So, you know, for the next couple of years, the eclipses are going to be happening in Taurus and Scorpio back to back during Taurus and Scorpio season, and they are very, very intense because Taurus and Scorpio are very like, you know, they're very intense signs. They're very much like that base root chakra sort of, you know, where we can sort of like cling on and be fearful and not want to let go. It can also be where we get really animalistic and we want and we want and we need and, you know, these types of things. So it's intense. Both Taurus and Scorpio are very intense signs, and we have eclipse in Taurus. We have a reevaluation and a change of heart. So with this Fool energy, this person really understanding like who you are and what you bring to the table. And I feel like it's a lot, pile number 1. And whether it's with this person or not, you have the ability to create some really good things in your life right now, and you can make someone very happy, and someone can make you very happy someday, okay? Will this person be a part of your journey? You know, who's to say? It's the Fool card. It's that, you know, I don't know, like there's a possibility there, and I see it. I could see it. I could see like how we would be compatible. 111 right now, pile number 1, 111 in your reading, okay? So time for a reevaluation. And we have 2 card 26s here, 26 and 26. So maybe the number 26 is important. That reduces down to an 8, which is an organizing principle type of a number, represents the strength card in the tarot. And Someone's birthday could be on the 26th or on the 8th, or someone's birthday is in the 8th month, or someone's around the age 26. But we have this, we have this sacred journey and this reevaluation of what's really been going on, or like seeing you in a new light. I feel pile number 1, okay? We have eclipse in Leo. So we have Taurus and Leo here. And it says, shine brightly like the star that you are. Oh my God, here it is. 6 of Wands for you guys, pile number 1, all right? And the 6 of Wands in the tarot is a Jupiter in Leo card, and it is a card of victory. That's why she's holding her arms up in a V there. That wreath is a symbol of power and success. And then you have the flame there, and it's beautiful. And look at how well dressed you are too. You're ready. Like, I feel like when the moment comes, you guys are ready. You're well put together. All right. And we have shine brightly like the star that you are, eclipse in Leo, and compassion. This is card number 29. So we have 29 and 26. All right. And some of you Leos, or who have Leo in your chart, and you're around 29 or 30 or in that age range, and you've been, maybe going through your Saturn return, or really feeling the weight of things with the Queen of Pentacles here. Spirit just reminding you to shine brightly like the star that you are, okay? Hungry for happiness, hungry for success. We have compassion here. Yeah, I do feel like this person is having a change of heart and seeing you here as, like a compassionate person who's loving and caring and is deserving of every, of everything that comes your way, because you work for it, pile number 1, okay? And if this person couldn't see it in the past, someone else will. There's always that energy, right? Like, if they don't see it, someone else will. And you're bound to be seen anyway, pile number 1, because you have the 6 of Wands here. So let's go ahead and ask, Spirit, what can you tell me about this sudden realization that this person is having for my pile number 1s, please? It's like all glory to God, glory to pile number 1 over here. I know not everyone believes in God, or glory to the goddess, pile number 1, whatever you prefer, but all glory here to pile number 1. Let's see. What can you tell us, Spirit, about this person's sudden revelations to pile number 1? We have the moon. Okay. Well, we just had a full moon lunar eclipse, and you can see the eclipse on the moon card anyway, which definitely has, these eclipses, these full moons, these cycles have really, have really caused this person some confusion and some anxiety and some uneasiness, I feel. And their feelings have definitely been, up and down. The moon is the ruler of flux and reflux, okay? So pushing in, pulling out, pushing in, pulling out, this type of energy, okay? And maybe in the past, not seeing you as being someone who is going to stick around, or someone, who maybe wasn't reliable, or somebody who didn't have their shit together or whatever. I don't know. Is that true, pile number 1? Or maybe that you were unsure of what you wanted, or it just seemed like you maybe didn't have a lot of boundaries, right? Because the moon card is kind of like where all those boundaries disappear and we just kind of go into the void, okay? But I feel like this person is realizing now, like, hey, I was wrong about that. Pile number 1 is extremely on top of things, and is organized, and is working, and is doing everything they can to make themselves happy, other people happy, that type of thing, okay? And I feel like this revelation is genuinely confusing for them. Let's see what else here. What else? There's sudden revelations about you. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so they've just been, I feel like they've been torn up inside, is what I feel. They may have thought that you were unsure, or that you were going to fight with them, or that you didn't know what you wanted, or that at times you didn't know what you wanted, this type of thing. Or maybe that even you were purposely agitating them in some type of way, pile number 1. But I don't think so. I think their feelings about this have been agitating them. And I don't think they've been able to, you know, really, until recently, I feel like this person hasn't really had the clarity. And maybe that's why you needed to put some balance here, pile number one, okay? Because it's like they don't really know what they're doing, and I know what I want here, and I know what I want my path to be, Queen of Pentacles. So I need to put some balance. I need to put some boundaries. I need to focus on me, this type of thing. Okay, and I feel like this person is saying, I know you do, but like you really make me happy. Let's see what else here regarding the, okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like what they're saying is, after going back and forth within themselves and questioning themselves 500 times and back, and being genuinely mixed up and in conflict with themselves and their own psyches about this, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, you know, I have no choice but to, and they know this is a call out. I feel, pile number one. I mean, they get it. I feel like they're starting to get it. It's like, you can go on blaming pile number one for whatever, for messing it up or being too much or whatever they wanted to say, pile number one. But I feel like at the end of the day, the thing they're coming to is like, either, and I feel they've been nervous or have a sick feeling at times about this, pile number one. It's like, either I stay in these feelings of the Moon and the Five of Wands, and I feel uncomfortable, and I feel jostled around, and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with what I want in my life, or I just pony the fuck up here with the Knight of Pentacles and, you know, and make something happen. Okay. And yeah, so there's, you know, stay in agony or do something else, right? And the Knight of Pentacles in the tarot is a Taurus card, and we have this eclipse in Taurus and this reevaluation here and this change of heart. So it's like, you know, I didn't really know what I wanted before, and I was pretty confused about it, honestly. And I there might have been some power struggles as well with the Five of Wands, but with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, okay, I concede, you know, like, you know, okay, like, I know I have to, if I want to come out of this with what I want and my goals being met, I need to kind of like, you know, put in some, I mean, what are you going to do, right? If you have a good quality person in your life that makes you happy, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, are you going to sit there conflicted about it forever and not do anything about it? Or are you going to, you know, do you want it or do you not? And I feel like this person is like, you know, they may have a little bit of pride as well here, pile number one, or some issues with their pride, but it's like, okay, you can stay in this state, or you can, you know, you can make a move and you can decide what you want. All right. And we have the Three of Cups here. So again, with the happiness, I feel like, and the Lovers, right? Okay. I feel like for some of you, this person speaks to you through song lyrics, or they speak to you through like rhythms or rhymes or things that you read. I feel like with the Lovers here on the bottom of the deck, there is this kind of psychic connection. There has been like general confusion and maybe some anxieties and some temper flares here, some just lost confusion going on. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, okay, I got my head on straight now. And I know what is, you know, I know what my goal is, right? And I don't want to be like left out of your future, is what I feel like this person is saying. And so there could, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, there could be some type of peace offering, or just a realization that, you know, if I want to be happy and I want to be content with my life and I want to have a good quality person in my life, then I need to put in some effort here, you know, and I don't want to miss the boat on this. So I feel like that's a big revelation coming out of here. And some of you may hear different songs on the radio, or you may hear like a song you know, getting shuffled on Spotify or whatever, and it's like, damn, I feel like that person is kind of speaking right to me. And I wouldn't, this is a Gemini card on the bottom of the deck, I wouldn't doubt it. Pile number one with the twins and Gemini energy and just being on that mental wavelength, okay? It's like the energy of, I want to be on the same mental wavelength as you. How do I do that? Is what I feel like they're saying. All right, pile number one, maybe you've said some of the same things yourself too. You know, so I also feel like Spirit is telling you guys that you're working really hard for your future and for your abundance and for your growth. And maybe even some of you working very hard on money or financial goals, or, you know, putting effort there too, pile number one. And it looks like it's going to go really well for you because you brought some balance into your life. All right. So pile number one, we're going to take it to the extended reading. We will be getting 18 plus on the extended reading. For those of you that would like to continue on with me, there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. I also have a little tip jar. If you appreciated this reading and you liked it, you can buy me a little coffee or a tea. And no pressure at all, pile number one. I always appreciate all your likes, all your subscriptions, all your comments. I literally read every single comment, and I love chatting with you all. So everybody, let me know how your eclipse was, and take care. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Okay. Let's do it for my beauties in pile number two. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the green tea light, and today's reading is called Thunderstruck. Their sudden revelations about you, okay? And we'll be having an 18 plus extended reading at the end of your reading. So if you want to join me on Vimeo, there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Thank you so much, everybody, and let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number twos who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium and the channel between yourself, spirits, and pile number two. Damn, I feel like I've got some, like, you know, when you go outside and you, after a rain and it's the smell of nature and you have that really like pleasing scent, or you just get like clothes out of the laundry and they have that really pleasing scent to them, or, you know, you hug your lover and like they have that really amazing smell to them. Pile number two, okay. I mean, maybe some of you are craving that, or you like aromatherapy, or you have a good sense of smell. Let's see what else here for pile number two. Let's see what else. Okay, Spirit is showing me like someone at a spa with like cucumbers on their eye and like a washcloth on their forehead, or, you know, getting like a mud mask or a facial, or taking some time for some self-care and relaxation. Really, you know, getting that Empress energy up and going. Pile number two. Or just relaxing as well. I feel like some of you getting a shoulder rub or a massage. I mean, I feel like you guys are at a time where it's like, I need kisses, I need hugs, I need love, like this type of thing. Okay, Spirit is giving me the name like Jolene, or the J names are like Jolissa, Jolene, those kinds of names. All right, pile number two. So if you know someone with that name, or Jolene, Spirit's also saying Jolene, that song by Dolly Parton, Jolene, don't you take my man, or whatever that song is called. I'm getting Libra energy in this pile too. Do you guys know what star sign Dolly Parton is? What is she? Interesting. She's like the classical, like Pamela Anderson or something. Pile number two. Anyway, she's amazing musical talent. Amazing. But let's see. Okay, Spirit's also showing me like a letter or something that you guys have been writing. And maybe some of you have been doing some releasing, or you've been, you know, some people say write a letter and then burn it or throw it away or whatever. Also the energy of like an email or a certain important email arriving or communication arriving for you, pile number two. Maybe some of you are getting that during this Mercury retrograde. What else here for pile number 2, please? Okay, Spirit is telling me seeker. So some of you here could definitely be seekers or spiritualists. There's the Queen of Wands, very creative, very open-hearted. And I love that we have the green tea light, which to me talks about the heart chakra. Okay, and yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're having a sudden revelation about yourself too, and your purpose and your dreams and, you know, your own dignity and what you want to put out into the world, which is very cool. The Queen of Wands in the tarot is Aries energy, but when I see her, I think of Leo, okay? And look at the sunflower, of course, like that feeling of being out in nature, being close to nature. And I love the Queen of Wands because she looks just so stately. And I mean, the negative side of the Queen of Wands is somebody who's superficial, you know, but maybe people thought that about you at one point, pile number 2, or they acted like you were just superficial, or what you wanted wasn't important, okay? But she looks pretty strong to me. So let's go ahead and get into it, pile number 2. Let's see, Thunderstruck. Okay, Spirit is giving me the name Isaac or Isaiah, or the names that start with I. Okay, Isaiah, Isaac. And this could have been someone you were worried about in the past, I feel, for some of you, like a friend, brother, cousin, relative, or like a little brother or something, okay, pile number 2, but Spirit's just giving me that name, and it could be someone that you know, like in your family, or a friend of a friend's type of thing, okay? I also feel like someone had a little brother who was like very bratty, or always acting up, or always, you know, causing trouble, because I'm seeing like eye rolls, you know, from a girl, like maybe you were the older sister or older brother. I'm seeing like eye rolls, like, ugh, you know, so Spirit also just told me Gene Hackman, which is an old actor. I don't even remember what he looks like. Maybe some of you know someone with the name Gene, but like a male, Jene, like Gene, okay? Or maybe the name Hackman is important, but let's go ahead and see. The Tower, wow. Thunderstruck, talk about Thunderstruck with the Tower. All right, we have the 7 of Cups, and we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. This person is realizing their sudden revelations about you is that, you know, that you guys have been working really, really hard, or you've been putting a ton of effort in to your life, to what you have going on, to, you know, like, you know, to your relationships, that to your friendships, etc. Okay, like you guys putting in a lot of effort and work, I feel like, to make people feel included, to make people feel like they belong. If you're in a relationship with someone, I feel you guys pull out all the stops. You want to be there for them. You want to help them, okay? But with the 7 of Cups, it's like, you know, other people maybe not appreciating this, not seeing it, not valuing it, maybe being users and liars to you, pile number 2, okay? And then suddenly realizing when you're gone, like, oh shit, you know, with the Tower, like suddenly they're just like, it's like this, I'm going to clap really loudly. It's like that, pile number 2, like Thunderstruck, okay? Like, it's like, what happened? You know, like they're walking around like, what happened? Like, what did I do wrong? Or why is pile number 2 like not responding to me? Or why does pile number 2 like not want to be around me? Or why does pile number 2 like just pulled out of something that you were involved in, okay? And it's like they're being real clueless, like, oh my God, like, I don't even know. And it's like, yeah, you know, okay? And I think their sudden realization is that you can only push pile number 2 so far. You can only push pile number 2 so far. Some of you may have a temper at times, and I feel like you guys are like very soft, caring, kind people, and you put up with a lot. But I feel like if people push you too far, pile number 2, you can really, like, you know, your temper can flare, or you can just say, hey, I'm done. Okay. And, leaving people wondering what's happening, right? And it's like, okay, they're not that clueless. They recognize what's happening, all right? And yeah, their sudden realization about you is that you're not going to keep putting up with, you know, these ambiguous kind of things where, you know, you're the one having to do everything. And if it's going to be that way, then they're going to lose you. Okay. And this could go for, I mean, this doesn't have to just be a romantic connection. This could be a friendship. This could be a family situation. It's like, you know, when someone's putting in all the work and the other person's pretending like they don't really know what's going on or they don't see it, then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, shit, you know? And then with the Tower, and it's like, it's a little too late. All right. But yeah, they may be realizing about you too as well, pile number 2, that, you know, you do a lot for people at work, friendships, family, etc. But like I said, I feel like I'm just repeating myself here because they're realizing that you do know what's going on. They realize that, you know, if they thought they could keep you in the dark or just kind of keep you guessing or not really knowing what's going on or just keep putting in effort, I feel like they're coming to understand now that if they don't clean up their act, or if they don't, you know, find the right words to say in the right time, or they don't make up their mind that you're no longer going to continue on like this, and that, you know, you're going to be done. And maybe some of you alluded that to them and they never thought that you would do that because you're like very dedicated and loyal. And I feel like some of you don't even like question your loyalty to others. You do it because it's the right thing with this 10 of Wands. Okay. And I think they are like genuinely confused about maybe what happened or what was said, or maybe certain actions that you took. But it's like, hell, you know, like I shoulda, woulda, coulda, like should have said something different, should have appreciated you more, should have been more grateful for you, pile number 2. Okay. And let's see what else here. We have trust. Okay. Yeah, interesting with the trust, because I feel like they're seeing that no matter what, pile number 2, you don't give up. And even if you don't know like where you're headed in life, and sometimes things get really mixed up, or it's like being delivered, you know, being delivered to the belly of the beast type of energy with the Tower. Okay. That like, no matter what, you don't give up. And even if you don't know, even if your life is hectic, hard, and heavy at times, and you're not sure about what to do, you have this beautiful trust in the universe, okay? And that you'll be fine. You know what I mean? That you can handle a lot and that you'll be fine ultimately, no matter what they do or what decision they make, okay? And I feel like also they're realizing that you trusted them, okay, with this 10 of Wands, maybe even like blindly like trusted them. And with the Tower, I do feel like something like really shocking or really crazy came out. And this 7 of Cups in the Tarot is a Venus in Scorpio card. And we just had the full moon in Scorpio during Taurus season. So there could have been something that came up, you know, like in the last 7 days. Or fairly recently, that this person is realizing like, oh shit, you know, like I've gone too far. Like, I think this is over. Or I think, you know, pile number 2 means business here. Okay. And the Tarot, the 7 of Cups is the Lord of illusionary success, right? So this person thinking that they kind of have it made with you, or that they can pursue multiple things, or that they can be distracted or whatever, and that everything will still be okay. But, you know, pile number 2, like, you guys, you know, you don't put up with things forever, pile number 2. And I do think even if things get hard, you're like, fuck it, fine. Because you are very independent and you love freedom, and you do take care of the people around you, and you're a very strong person. But if other people don't know what they're doing, you know, then you're like, yeah, bye. Or, you know, fine, like, this isn't gonna work, okay? And we have anxiety here. So we have trust and anxiety. So they're realizing that how hard you work and how hard you work under pressure, and how, you know, like I said, like, even if you're going through anxiety, or even if you're having a lot of things happen to you right now, pile number 2, that you just don't give up, that you're super strong and that you're a fighter and you push through things. You're the type of person that someone would want on their team. You know what I mean? Like, as a loved one, as a family member, as, you know, a person who's really good in a crisis, as somebody who can think fast on their feet. You know, and I feel like if this person is losing you, or they don't have you around anymore, it is giving them a lot of anxiety, pile number 2. And maybe they didn't act like that with the 7 of Cups. Like, maybe they acted like they didn't care, it was no big deal or whatever. But this person having a lot of anxiety, you know, about what could happen here. I also feel like their revelation about you is that you push so hard and you try so hard, and that you are genuine in that. And it could be because maybe growing up, you had really tough situations, pile number 2, where you were forced to pick up the pieces on your own and make sense out of life on your own, okay? And maybe because of that, sometimes you guys can be, you know, at times maybe short-tempered, or you can, you know, be demanding, or maybe you can be like, you know, or I don't know, not demanding, but maybe sometimes you guys may flip out of nowhere, and it's like, whoa, what happened, you know? But people didn't realize the whole time you've been carrying so much, you know? And also, for those of you that have dealt with anxiety, because your life has been very tower-like, and it's been very dynamic and electric, but it's also been, you know, it's also been a bit terrifying, I feel, because it's like, I don't even know where I'm at with this 7 of Cups, and I still have to keep going. And that takes a lot of strength and power, pile number 2, okay? So this person realizing, you know, you're a good person to have on the team. You won't be beat down by life. You're gonna keep going. And if there are times when you're stressed out, or you're having a flashback, you know, because the Tower could also be like a flash, you know, like an emotional flashback with the 7 of Cups to the past, or, you know, that sometimes maybe you don't always know how you're feeling, but you keep going anyway, which is the true sign of a spiritual warrior, pile number 2. Okay, and this person realizing this about you. And for some of you, if you've had a lot of anxiety around this person, or they've seen you like flip, you know, from time to time, I feel like they're starting to understand why that is, or why you may get into those spaces, or like into a flashback. We have pinned, holding hands down. Yeah, so this person doesn't really want to lose you, I feel like. And, you know, he's kissing her cheek and holding her hand. And it's like, you know, through the good and the bad, or through the pain and the heartache, you know, I'm right here with you. Okay. And I mean, on the other hand, I just was reading a quote to someone the other day when I was doing their astrology reading. And the quote was, "Don't let the hand that holds you hold you down." Okay. And I think that was attributed to like Rosie the Riveter from back in the day. But I mean, because the 10 of Wands is the Lord of oppression, it's like, never let the hand that holds you hold you down, or pin you down from what you want. And I feel like you guys are very independent that way. And maybe you're not always allowing other people see how much you've struggled or to see how things could have been for you at times. But I do feel like this person's like, I got you. There's someone showing up in this reading, pile number 2, that's like, I got you, you know, and I'm trying to hold your hand and I'm trying to love on you. I don't want to be the one to hold you down, like in a bad way, you know, like holding you back from what you want, that type of thing. Like, I'm here to hold you down, but in a good way, is what I feel like they're trying to say. And we have the Queen of Cups here too. You know, and I feel like this person has been confused in the past, pile number 2, because it's like, you know, I've never met anybody that, I feel like this person's met a lot of people that could be like liars, users, you know, snake oil salesmen, like that type of thing, people that are not very genuine. And so they may have had their guard up too, you know, trust and anxiety coming here for both of you. But I feel like this person is saying, you know, like with the Queen of Cups, you can see his head resting in between her boobies, and he's like pulling her close, and she's got a smile on her face, and she's holding him around his head and rubbing his back. And I was talking about the massage in the beginning of your guys' reading, the massages and the caring and the snuggling and the cuddling and the sweetness. And here it is with the Queen of Cups, okay? And I feel like this person's kind of like on their knees in front of you, and they're like, oh, I need it, baby. I want it, baby, you know? And like, you're wearing your crown here. This person's like, you truly are like the king or the queen of my world, okay? And I feel like this person could have had some very hard, challenging relationships in their past. I feel like for you guys, some of you maybe had some very hard, challenging family situations around the way you grew up, or maybe there was a lot of fighting or a lot of distance or a lot of, you know, abandonment or ignoring, okay? Or just a lot of energy where you had to do things on your own without help. And I feel like, you know, this person's like, damn, you know, like they do. It's trust and anxiety. It's hard, you know, when you've been through the Tower, the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands, it's hard to trust without some anxiety. But I do feel like with this Queen of Cups, it's like, okay, I'm kind of like opening up. And here's the Chariot, okay? The Queen of Cups in the Tarot is Cancer, and then the Chariot is also related to Cancer in the Tarot. So we have 2 Cancer energies here. With the 7 of Cups, we have Scorpio. 10 of Wands is Sagittarius, okay? And we have Mars here too. So we could have people with Mars in Sagittarius or Mars in Scorpio, all right? That's intense. It's intense, right? And this Chariot's very intense too, but it's like, I'm going to go anyway, and I know what I want. And, you know, I'm seeking my destiny, and it's seeking me at the same time, okay? And, you know, with the Chariot and the 10 of Wands, we're not afraid of hard work. We're just afraid with the 7 of Cups and the Tower of being like stabbed in the back. You know what I mean? And I feel like this person also is kind of on the lookout for, because, you know, it may take them a while to get completely emotionally invested with someone with the 7 of Cups, because it's not easy, I feel like, for them to like give their heart away. So, I mean, I feel like this person may also kind of get a little hyper vigilant as well about their connections and where they're headed and where they're going and what's going on. And there may be this kind of realization that, wow, you know, we've both kind of been through this, and to like move forward, we're gonna have to like trust each other and, you know, talk about it or open up to each other, okay? And you know, it's like, I don't know where I'm going. What's that song? But I made up my mind. I ain't losing no more time. Okay, maybe it's the whole here I go again on my own. But this Chariot card, I made up my mind. I'm not wasting any more time with the Chariot here, okay? And the Chariot card is all about being driven, you know, and moving forward, all right? And someone here could, I'm seeing these blue pants or like turquoise pants. I'm also seeing someone here who could like be into yoga or meditation, okay? And I mentioned seeker at the beginning of this reading, and like spirituality and a seeker and everything. It's all about like what we're motivated by. Are we motivated by fear? or are we motivated by love? Okay. And I am getting some anxiety here. So I think, you know, this person realizing that, you know, if they've had a rough time, they're realizing that you too have had a rough time as well. Okay. So it's like, we got to take care of each other, right? Or what is there type of energy. We have a new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than to take. Yeah. Like, you know, they know it's their time to give to you, because I feel with this Queen of Cups here, you guys have given a lot to them. Or you have, with this Ten of Wands, like you've really put your back into it, or you've really, you know, you've really done your part, I feel, pile number 2, okay? So it's their turn, I feel like, to like show you, all right? And they may have some anxieties as well. Like I feel kind of like, almost like pukey right now, or nauseous. Okay, so we could have Virgo energy with Cancer energy here. And we could also have Mars in Cancer here with this Mars energy. But I'm feeling a little bit sick to my stomach right now. Maybe some of you have been dealing with nauseous feelings, or maybe they have, or something, because I'm kind of getting that right now. But it's like, and maybe it's been you guys worrying, like, is this shit gonna be like it always is? Or is this person really like, you know, are they really going to be there, you know, with this whole trust and anxiety issue? We have Be Still, card number 5, okay? And Spirit telling you guys, pile number 2, that if you're feeling, you know, out of sorts, or you're feeling off, or you're feeling, you know, like weird or anxiety, Spirit is just telling you guys to kind of like be still, okay? Close your eyes, to be still, to relax. Was I talking about like meditation and self-care and all of that in the beginning of your guys' reading? Like the cucumbers on the eyes, right? That type of thing. It's like be still and, you know, be chill, because, you know, tomorrow will always come. And maybe some of you felt like, you know, tomorrow will never come. And, you know, there can be a sense of impatience with the Ten of Wands. Like, when is this going to change? You know what I mean? I've been doing this and doing it. Like, I'm exhausted. When is it going to change? You know? And so 5 is a number of change here with this card 5. And Spirit is telling you guys, like, be still, okay? Be still. And especially if you've got the Tower going on around and it's been really confusing, all right? And I also feel like this person kind of wants you to be still as well, okay? And maybe you two need to be still together and chill, you know? I mean, we just had that crazy eclipse. It was not, you know, a lot going on. Maybe it's time here to like chill, to be chill together, all right? And, you know, we can always weigh things out in connections, like who's doing more, who's putting in more effort. We can always put everything under the microscope and try to tally everything up. But at the end of the day, like, what are our feelings? What's our heart telling us is what I feel. So if some of you are getting caught in that, you know, Virgo energy, or that really mercurial energy of I have to know, da 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 da, and feeling nervous about it, I feel like Spirit is just saying, be still, okay? And I feel like they are saying, this person is saying, you need to be still, and they like being still with you, okay? Like, let's just be still together. I feel like they need it as well too, okay? Because they get worried and nervous as well. Yeah, here's more Virgo energy. We have the new moon in Virgo, and then we have moon in Virgo. So some of you literally may have a moon in Virgo, Virgo rising, Virgo sun, Venus in Virgo, okay? It says the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. I love that. And he has the lantern here. So this looks like the Hermit card in the tarot to me, but it's like be still, right? Contentment, being still and content. We have card number 5 and we have card number 18 here, which is funny, 5/18, May 18th, which is my birthday. 5/18. Do you guys know anyone else with a 5/18 birthday? But it's can be still and be content, you know, and trust. Like the world isn't going to fall down tomorrow. All right. Like, and I feel like this person does care about your health, pile number 2. For those of you that have really been, you know, like under stress and under pressure, and I feel like this person is like, hey, you know, like be still, be content. And they're wanting that too. This person may be into health and fitness or nutrition, or they may be just, you know, into wanting to lead a healthier life. I feel like here too, maybe you guys talked about that, but I do feel like health, mental health and emotional health, physical health, all of these things are important in this connection. We have, oh, there's the Sagittarian, okay? The moon in Sagittarius and discovery. We have card 21 and 18. We could have May 21st and May 18th, or birthdays on the 21st or 18th, okay? Or on the 5th. We have freedom and adventure, moon in Sagittarius and discovery. Wow. You know, it's like needing to see things in a different way. And, you know, the 10 of Wands is a Saturn and Sagittarius card. And Saturn does not like to be in Jupiter-ruled signs. It is not fun for Sagittarius, and it is not fun for Saturn, okay? So it's not, you know, it's not wonderful. And what we really need here is a moment to breathe, and we need a moment to let go. And probably even some sexual release with the Tower as well, okay? And we need some time to, for those of you that are seekers and you are spiritualists, or you do, you know, you do go into that world, like, you know, freedom and adventure and discovery and travel and getting out of the place that you're in, you know, and, you know, not continuing to punish yourselves. I feel pile number 2, like don't be self-punishing, all right? Be self-loving. And yeah, we have be still, be content, and discover new things together, okay? And, you know, this person, their sudden revelation about you may be that you need both. You need times to be still and to be content and to be lovey and smoochy and connected with the Queen of Cups here, but then you also need excitement, and you need to get away, and you need to travel, and you need to, you know, enjoy life more. And maybe they want that too, you know? And a sudden revelation could kind of be like, we want the same things, you know? We both want, you know, freedom from situations that are confusing and painful and that make us feel trapped, right? And yeah, you know, it's like you always have to assess the consciousness of the person that you're with a little bit. Like, are they at where you're at? And maybe they're thinking about this, or maybe you're thinking about that too, okay? But let's go ahead and see, what are their sudden revelations here about my pile number 2s? Can you give me a little bit more here, Spirit, about the sudden revelations? The 9 of Cups, wow. You know, I mean, there's struggle, but then there's happiness and ease and flow and, you know, sexy time and special time and laughing and, you know, it's like almost like there's no one else I'd rather laugh with or have fun with, or telling you that you're a distraction from, like, you know, the hard stuff that's been going on, or maybe they'd like to be that distraction for you, okay? But it's nice. It's nice. It's like finally we get a breath. We get to enjoy, you know, we get to enjoy, okay? And, you know, there's a lot of, okay, yeah. We have the Knight of Wands here, so we could have Leo energy again with the Knight of Wands, or just fire sign energy in general. But it's like, I really feel like you make me happy, or something about your energy is just very stimulating, okay? I feel like they're saying like your energy stimulates my self-growth. And, you know, and we have fire and water here. So it's like very motivated to make you happy, or very motivated to have you feel satisfied. I feel sexually too as well, like very motivated to make sure you're having a good time or that you feel good even on a sexual level. All right, pile number 2. So for those of you that would like to join me on the 18 plus extended reading, you can certainly meet me there. There'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below, and we'll get into the dirty deeds. All right, pile number 2. And for those of you that really enjoyed that reading, I have a little tip jar on my channel if you feel like buying me a coffee or a tea. No obligation, of course. Pile number 2, I always appreciate all your likes, your subscriptions, your comments, everything. I appreciate you so much. Take care, pile number 2. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the white tea light, and today's reading is called Thunderstruck. Their sudden revelations about you and the connection, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, pile number 3. Last but definitely not least for pile number 3, we will have an extended reading as well, pile number 3, and the extended reading is going to be 18 plus. So I'd love to see you there. There'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 3s who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 3. Okay, Spirits talking to me like somebody like suggestively like sucking a lollipop. You know what I mean? When people do that and they're like that type of thing. Okay, maybe this person is into that, or they like that, or they get that kind of look on their face when you see them or you talk to them. It's like the real flirty, like curious, like I bet you're good at that. I bet you like that. Okay, Spirit is also giving me the name Dexter. It could also be the show Dexter, but Spirit is saying something about Dexter. Let's see what else here. It just reminds me of in astrology, there's like, you know, looking at aspects, you can say they're Dexter or they're sinister. But anyway, I digress, pile number 3. Let's see what else here. Okay. I just heard magic money, pile number 3. So maybe some of you are up for like a promotion or a bonus, or you're being reviewed right now, or Spirit wants to bring you guys more abundance, okay? Let's see, what else here? What else? I just heard can do, Spirit, can do. So having that can do, Spirit. Maybe some of you will be recognized for that, or this person likes that about you. What else about pile number 3, please? Okay, I'm getting the name Lorna. Which I think, wasn't Lorna a character on Orange is the New Black? Have you guys seen that? Also, have you guys, do you guys remember Nikki from Orange is the New Black? She's on that Russian doll show. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, I don't know why I'm thinking of that. She has beautiful hair though, doesn't she? That long red curly hair, so pretty. So many beautiful people on that show, right? On Orange is the New Black. They're all dressed up in scrubs, but anyway, maybe some of you liked that show, or you were talking about it, or maybe some of you have a relative or a friend who was incarcerated, but Spirit's just talking to me about that show. What else here for pile number 3, please? Okay, I just heard painstaking effort, like something taking a lot of effort or a lot of time. I see someone like trying to put on a necklace, or trying to make some jewelry, or trying to like fix a clasp on something, or trying to, you know, when people are like real focused and they're trying to, you know, zip up a zipper, or they're trying to clasp their necklace, or they're trying, you know, and it's like, oh my God, like it's so small, and my fingers feel so clumsy, and I'm trying to get, you know, the thing in the hole, you know what I mean? Pile number 3, Spirit is kind of showing me that energy of someone trying to like, okay, or like maybe some of you do jewelry, work in jewelry, or you make jewelry, or you were trying to help a friend, like put something on, or you were trying to put your own thing on, but it's like, ugh, why won't this, you know, why won't this work? Okay. Like, have you ever tried to put your watch on by yourself, or like when you get jeans out of the dryer and you're trying to put them on? I mean, I don't even dry my jeans anymore, but like you're trying to put them on and you're like, oh my God, you know? So pile number 3, let's go ahead and get into it. 8 of Pentacles. Nobody's got time for that, right? Pile number 3, and here we have Virgo energy. 8 of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo. So I was talking about like painstaking effort and details, and maybe some of you guys here really working hard. I talked about money and promotion and you know, work, slave to the grind. Pile number 3, grind it out, baby. All right, let's go ahead. Maybe some of you need like some time away from working or just, you know, doing everything, and it's time to have some sexy time or some fun time. I'm also loving the white socks. I love it when people wear like fun socks and they have those like stripes on it. Can you guys see these white socks with black stripes on them? And then people wear it like over leggings. It's so quirky. You know, maybe you guys like to wear weird socks or fun socks, or maybe they do, but let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 3. Okay, and some of you may work in art or graphic design or do things on a computer, PowerPoints, or you're really busy working on something. Let's get into it. The 9 of Swords, stressy. The 2 of Pentacles, money stuff. Okay, and the 9 of Swords. I got you, baby. Don't worry. I'm coming to get you. I can hear that you're distressed. I can hear that you're upset. I can hear that you're not like, you know, that you need some help, or that things have been a little rocky, especially with the 2 of Pentacles, and maybe some money stuff coming up for some of you guys too. Or just like, I gotta move some funds around, or I need to figure out this budget, or I gotta figure out what's going on with my money, or I gotta figure out like what I'm doing with my time and why I don't have enough time. I gotta figure out why I've been quite tired, or why like everything seems so difficult. And I feel some of you really trying to do a good job, or like make a boss happy or make a client happy, and their bitch asses just aren't happy. And it's like, God, like what else can I do here? All right, pile number 3. And, you know, and maybe some of you here too, maybe worried about it. For those of you that have kids, like worried about a kid, like, oh my God, like little Johnny's a nightmare, you know, little Evie is gone crazy, you know, little Tiffany's lost her mind, you know. Maybe some of you know people with that name as well. And it's like, yeah, they've kind of lost their mind recently. Okay. But I feel like this person, we have Aquarius energy with the Knight of Swords, or we have air sign energy. And their sudden revelation is that, you know, you have been working really hard, and you have been very nervous, and you have had, that maybe their lack of communication, or their lack of like really knowing where they're at times, could have also been annoying you or aggravating you. And it's like, okay, it's like one last thing, and I don't really need that because I have like enough going on that I have to juggle. But I do feel like this person is coming through quite quick once they realize, you know, like how you've been feeling or what's been going on, and just, you know, how much you've had to put up with. And they're like, shit, you know. And I feel like this Knight of Swords is like, what can I do to help? Or, you know, do you need something? Do you need me to bring you something? Do you need this? Do you need that? Like, what can I do? You know? And, you know, they may be a little bit annoying, or they may talk a lot, or you guys may need some silence right now, or you just may need some time, okay? Or you just may need some peace of mind or quiet around you. And I do feel like this person means well, but I also, and I feel like it's nice, you know, like when someone shows like, hey, how are you? Like, can I help? Can I do something? Do you need anything? Can I bring you some chicken noodle soup? Like when you're working late or doing stuff late, and it's like, wow, you know, like thanks for noticing or helping. But there may also be some people around you right now, pile number 3, that are like on your case, you know what I mean? And making you nervous. And I feel like it could be a boss, it could be a friend, a family member, or just, I'm getting a work situation in particular. But it's like, this could also be a relationship. Like they're realizing that, you know, coming in with like harsh words or coming in like just saying things and talking a lot, like throwing you out, like this is not really like helpful to you guys, because as much as people may mean well, it's not really like, you know, it's just making things harder for you, I feel like, pile number 3. And so people need to cool their fucking jets is what I feel. And there could be some anxiety about not doing something right, or somebody not being like pleased or happy with your work too. Okay. And I think some people are realizing that the more that they come down on you, or the more they push you, or the more they like startle you, or these types of things, like it's not going to actually, like, it's not doing anything. It's not going to make things move faster. It's not going to, you know, it's not doing anything. It's having the opposite effect. Okay. And it's like, well, I don't know what to do. And I feel like this person, for those of you where this is a romantic thing, I feel like this person is realizing like how much tension or pressure or stress that you've been under. And I do feel like they want to help you. I do feel like, you know, they want to reach out. It may not be the best time, because maybe some of you are under a deadline, or you've got a lot going on. But it's like, wow, pile number 3 could use some support, or pile number 3 could use like, you know, like get some things off your hands and off your plate. Okay. And I do feel like this person's like, well, what do you need? You know, like, damn, I didn't know, like, what is it that you need? And like, you know, like, I'll listen, or like, what's going on, you know? And this person may be realizing that your communication style is a little bit different than theirs. They mean well, but I also feel like they could be abrasive at times, or aggravating at times. And it's like, okay. And I think they're starting to realize that coming in on you like that may just, you know, make you like more upset. I do feel like this person is, trying to figure out like the best way to communicate with you, or the best way to help you, or to talk to you. And I also feel like this person is realizing that, you know, you're very smart, pile number 3, and, you know, you have a lot of ideas. I do feel like your mind works really quickly. Some of you may have air in your chart. You may have Capricorn. We have Gemini here with the 9 of Swords. We have Capricorn with the 2 of Pentacles. We have Aquarius with the Knight of Swords. Virgo on the bottom of the deck. Your mind works quickly, but it's like prioritizing many different things, okay? And I do feel like this person is realizing that you're very intelligent and you're very detailed, you're very good, but, you know, you need time. You know, or you need space, or you need some help. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. And, you know, I feel like they're realizing that, you know, that you mean well, and that your heart's in the right place. And, they may even like want to tell you like, hey, like, sorry, like if there was like a little bit of a misunderstanding here. Okay. It's like, I didn't really mean to make you feel like that you were on your own, or you didn't have support, that type of thing. We have success. Wow. Yeah. And I feel you guys can handle a lot, pile number 3, but it does stress you out sometimes, or you may worry about things. But this person's like, you know, hey, you know, you're successful too, or I'm proud of you, or you're successful too. We just do it in a different way, or we show it in a different way. I also feel like this person is wanting to have success with you. And I feel like they're saying, hey, I'm sorry if I made you feel awkward, or I'm sorry if I made you feel off. Okay. And for some of you, this, you know, we're in Mercury retrograde. For some of you, this Mercury retrograde might be kind of annoying. for these reasons, okay? But I feel like this person is realizing like, hey, no, I actually want to talk to pile number 3, and I didn't actually want to make you feel awkward or weird, okay? We have happiness, success, and happiness, okay? I think this person is also realizing that for you, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions are really important to you, and feeling like you're successful is super important to you. And if there were times when you were awkward or you didn't have time or you had to push dates off with this person, I think they're realizing that it's not, you know, it's not like a judgment on them. It's just, you know, you have your priorities. And I do feel like this person is saying, you know, I want pile number 1 to be like successful and happy. And part of your happiness does have to do with your success and feeling confident about what it is that you're doing in the world, pile number 3, okay? I also feel like this person is realizing that you're a successful, confident, and happy person. Things have just been a little bit off lately, okay? And that's all good, pile number 3. We all go through that. We have show me, challenge, and prove it, okay? It's like, yeah, they're starting to realize that they need to be the ones to put in the effort, and they need to be the ones to kind of come forward here, because they may have left you with a feeling of like, well, I don't really know what's going on. Like, I don't know. I haven't like heard anything. I don't really know. Like, it's kind of weird or something, or like, what are we doing here? And it's like, show me, challenge, prove it, okay? And so they're realizing that they need to come with the clear communication here, with the direct communication. We have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in the tarot is Virgo energy. So again, it's like, you know, make me feel comfortable, make me feel wanted for you, right? Pile number 3, like this person making you feel at ease, making you feel comfortable, making you feel wanted, not offending you, not embarrassing you, all of these things, okay? And I feel like they know that you're saying, show me and prove it to me that, you know, that you want to make good on promises, or that you care about how I feel, or you care about my happiness, or you care about my success, okay? And with this Knight of Swords, I feel like they're saying, well, I care very much about that, okay? I care very much about your success and happiness, and I'm sorry if I didn't, you know, show that, right? Because maybe they were giving you some shit a little bit here, pile number 3, okay? So we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, talk about happiness and success, right? And I feel like with the King of Pentacles, it's like, let me take care of some things for you. Like, you don't kind of have to do this all yourself, and let me help you with some things, you know, like around the house, or let me give you a good suggestion about something, or let me take care of something for you, okay? So that you can go have fun. And, you know, and I feel like what they're saying is that, like, you being the King of Pentacles too, like, when you're happy and you're confident and you're feeling successful, this is a part of your happiness. And some of you may want to like travel. You may want to buy a house someday. You may want to go on a cool vacation with your friends. You know, there just may be things goals and dreams that you have or that you want. And I feel like some of you maybe could have had shitty teachers at times too, that were like very demanding. And it's like, okay, it just takes you a minute, and then you're very, very good, pile number 3, but it just takes you a minute to kind of get comfortable with what you're doing, and then you're great. You're good, okay? And I feel like people may have been very impatient with you or not very understanding. And I feel like this person is trying to be patient and understanding, okay? But with this Knight of Swords, they may be kind of, you know, impatient or pushy at times. And it's like, okay, like, how about just having fun? How about just chilling? how about I just come over and do some things for you or give you a break or something, you know? We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon and Aries, okay? So we could have the Four of Wands in the tarot is also Aries energy as well. You know, and I feel like what they know too is that, you know, you're only going to, like, you know, stay backed in a corner for so long, you know, and you're only going to, like, tolerate things for so long. And so if they don't kind of, like, come correct and let you know truthfully where they're coming from, like, you know, you may be, you know, you may just be like, no thanks, you know, with this fiery climax. Because you have enough going on, I feel, pile number 3. It's like, show me, challenge, prove it, and a fiery climax, okay? And this Four of Wands, it's like, my ultimate goal is to spend time with you and to have fun with you and to enjoy life with you. And I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to prove it to you, okay? So this person really kind of feeling dramatic, like they want to get some thoughts out to you to let you know that they're motivated and determined. We have here, walk your truth, okay? Card 35. So some of you may be around that age range, but Spirit telling you guys to walk your truth and not to let anyone else overpower you or not to back yourself into a corner for anyone, okay? And don't let anybody, like, dominate you or control you. It's up to them to be there for you and to show you, you know, that they care about your success and happiness and are willing to support you both, you know, verbally and mentally, and, you know, with practical things like acts of service with the King of Pentacles here, okay? And Spirit just telling you guys, like, walk your truth, okay? This person realizing that, you know, eventually, if this is a work situation with a boss, I do think they feel like at some point you may surpass them, you may leave them, they're challenging you to prove it, and they may feel like you will walk out of there or that you will leave, all right? When you feel like you're done with it or they're done teaching you something, okay? And that may cause them to kind of come in even harder or stronger. If you guys have had a history of people doing this, pile number 3, just know that they see how it takes you a minute to kind of get orientated, but ultimately they know, you know, what a strong, I wasn't going to call you guys a beast, but like beast mode, you know, pile number 3, that like once you guys got it, you got it, okay? People maybe being critical of you at times, okay? Maybe afraid that you were going to surpass them. We have the eclipse in Scorpio. Wow. And we just had a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio yesterday. So we're still in the eye of the storm. And it says here, eclipse in Scorpio, stand firm in the eye of the storm. Okay? And I feel like that is you guys, and that is advice from your guides. Pile number 3. If people want to be a part of your life, they need to show up, offer help to you, you know, suggest fun things to do, you know, or they need to get out of your life type of thing, you know. And some of you could have a big storm around you right now, or you're feeling the tense pressure of certain things, and Spirit telling you guys it's gonna pass, okay? Regeneration. Stand firm in the eye of the storm. We have card 32 and 35, all right? And people realizing this about you, that your main goal is success and happiness in life, and you're not going to stop until you get there, okay? I also feel like this person is wanting you to make some changes as well, so you aren't so stressed out anymore. Ooh, we have moon in Scorpio and eclipse in Scorpio. Wow. We have card 20 and 32 here. So some of you may be needing to look at the last 12 years of your life and kind of how they've unfolded, and like what you know, what success and happiness is to you, and to like walk your truth about that. And we have a change in your emotional life and transformation with the moon in Scorpio. We can see the butterfly here for those of you that resonate with that. We have Aries energy. We've got Scorpio here. We have Aquarius, okay? Big time Scorpio energy coming up in this reading. And I mean, I just think you guys don't want to let people down. And, you know, but I think they realize that you will only like stay in a certain position for so long unless they, you know, make some changes, okay? So pile number 3, let's go ahead and see. Stand firm in the eye of the storm, a change in your emotional life. Pile number 3, okay? So feel like a change maybe for some of you in your monetary life, or when it comes to success, all right? Which I feel for the better, okay, for the better. And some of you may be walking out of a job or walking out of a situation because you're like, that's it, I'm done, okay? And this eclipse may have been very revealing for you, pile number 3. But let's go ahead and see. When it comes to, it's 222 in pile number 3 right now, 222, I love it, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and see, what does this person want to say about their sudden revelation about pile number 3? What does this person want to say about this? It's like they can't keep pushing you. They know that you've had enough, 9 of Wands, okay? And they know that, you know, a fiery climax approaches, and that you're a tough person. But, you know, it's like, I can't keep pushing pile number 3 really any further, you know, or pile number 3 is going to call me out or kind of like be done with it, all right? Their sudden revelations about you are that you're a very strong person and you've worked really hard to get to where you are today, and that you're not going to take shit. And the 6 of Swords, okay? I feel like they feel like, you know, some people may feel like at times, pile number 3, that they need to keep you in their place, otherwise you're going to take off and go. Has that ever happened to you at work or in your life, pile number 3? Because I see that energy coming up. But this person is realizing that, you know, they need to kind of get in the game here with the Knight of Swords and talk to you and figure out what's going on and see how they can help quickly. Or you might just be like, hey, I'm out, you know, I'm outie 3000, all right? And, you know, and I don't, you know, I don't care. Like, I can move on, you know, and I don't need this, okay? Yeah, I don't need this 9 of Swords. I don't need this at all, okay? You know, here's what happens when you push pile number 3 too far, is what I feel like, okay? And their sudden revelation about you is that, you know, you can handle a lot and take a lot, but why would you when you could be moving on to something better? You know what I mean, right? And so we have Everything is Fine. The 10 of Swords card in this deck is called Everything is Fine. And this person is like, their sudden revelation, and it might be a sudden revelation for you, pile number 3, during these eclipses and stuff that we've had in Taurus and Scorpio, is that, you know, I'm sick of this shit and this isn't fine and I'm done, okay? So walk your truth, pile number 3. I love that for you guys. Success and happiness, money, mojo for you guys, and a true feeling of mastery for what you've been doing and learning, pile number 3, okay? Coming towards you. And thank you so much, pile number 3. We're going to go ahead and take it to your extended reading. We will be getting 18 plus on your extended reading. We'll get more messages. There's a link to my Vimeo channel below, pile number 3. And finally, I do have a little tip jar on my channel for those of you that would like to buy me a coffee or a tea if you enjoyed the reading. No obligation, of course. I do appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your comments. I love every single one of them and read every single one of them. Take care, pile number 3.